The Holocaust is one of the darkest moments in history, but within it we can see glimpses of light. In our collection we have a number of prayer books that survivors used to find comfort and hope amongst the darkness. Behind me you can just see a few of those prayer books. The one on the far left belonged to a gentleman named Rabbi Dr. Benjamin Gottshall. In Auschwitz, he traded a piece of bread for this particular prayer book. I think it's important to know that as a rabbi, he probably knew the prayers off by heart, but he found comfort in having the words of his faith in front of him. Beside that is a small stack of papers. Rabbi Gottshall managed to get his hands on a cement bag, and from that he cut those little squares and he wrote down the Jewish calendar from memory, and he tucked that inside the cover of the prayer book that you see beside it. Now, Rabbi Gottshall survived Auschwitz and he eventually came to Australia. He didn't know any English, so he started off making cornflake boxes in a factory. But eventually he went back to being a rabbi and served in numerous synagogues, in Newcastle, in Maroubra in Sydney, and even in New Zealand. After the war, Rabbi Gottshall got remarried, actually to an Auschwitz survivor named Jana. Next to Rabbi Gottschall's artifacts, you can see Jana's prayer book. Jana in Auschwitz wasn't well, and she decided that she wanted to have a prayer book with her. So she asked somebody who was with her in Auschwitz to take her ration of bread to see if she could get a prayer book. She wasn't successful the first time, so Jana kept more rations, kept more food that was so vital to her staying alive. And she was successful in the second time in getting her prayer book. What is so amazing about this story is that we have two individuals who found each other after the war that did exactly the same thing. They traded their rations so that they could have that symbol of faith, that physical piece of faith with them in such a terrible time.